My husband and I had visited Portland a lot on vacations and decided that we wanted to move here permanently. And we're living out of state and didn't know anybody who sold houses in Portland and knew that we wanted to buy one when we got here. So we sold the house, put things in storage, and found someone to greet us on this end, and that was Dill. So we showed up, and literally the next morning we met with her. And I think we saw houses that day. I was looking for someone who didn't know me at all, but could quickly get to know what we wanted in a home and in a neighborhood. We wanted someone who listened. She started by showing us what we said we wanted, and we pretty quickly convinced ourselves that wasn't really what we wanted. For example, we had 2 particular neighborhoods picked out that would be suitable. And when we saw one of them, we quickly realized, once we actually got in the houses and saw the neighborhoods, that that was not at all what we really wanted. And she was very gracious to be non-judgmental and to show us what we asked for, but then quickly regroup and redirect. Once she heard our comments in the first houses, she helped us find some that matched what we then said that we wanted. And it just refined every time we went to see something. It seemed to refine our must-have list. She has an intuitive sense of who she's working with, and I felt like we knew her very well after we'd only spent a few hours together. There were some that we knew right away it wasn't a good fit, so she didn't waste our time. We didn't have to look in every closet and look under, in every doorway to know that it was not, once we got in there, that it was not what we were looking for. So she made good use of our time. The house that we ultimately found was one that we hadn't seen online. Rob and I are avid researchers anyway, so we had looked and said we were open to what she wanted to show us that she thought would fit. And the last one is the one that we purchased was one that she said, this one just came up, let's just go take a look. And of course it was a perfect fit, and we're glad that we're in it. When we found out that we got the house, before we even closed, but we knew that we got it, we literally were in our temporary housing. We looked at each other, grabbed hands, and jumped up and down, literally. So I don't think the people in the condo below us probably liked it much, but we literally jumped up and down with excitement. When we closed, Dill had to be out of town, and we couldn't get in the house. And so remotely, from hundreds of miles away, she helped get a locksmith get us into the house on the day that we closed. So, she came through in an amazing, amazing way to make a really important time in our lives very special and very smooth. It wasn't a matter of, well, that's your problem, it's your house now. It was, what can we do to solve it? We'll take care of it. The experience was so smooth. It was a very competitive market. We had multiple bids on our house. We had actually looked at one previously and did not get it. And so this was a second try. She helped keep our spirits up so that we were still optimistic and hopeful and not discouraged by all the competition. She was available all the time. Any questions that we had, she was very patient. She's just there. We got a hug every time we saw her. She is who she says she is. She's the same all of the time. Her high energy, her warmth, her dedication, and her strong, knowledgeable background all come together. And she's that way in her personal life as well as in her professional real estate life. So what you see is what you get, and it's a really good get. So she's inspirational to see what she does and how much she's influenced the lives of other people, how she helps people, and how she pushes people to be their best. And so I appreciate that I get to be on the receiving end of that too. I feel like we had a friend helping us out in finding something that was very, very important to us. She helped us find the right one and helped us get it once we found it, and then has been around afterward. I would go to her in a heartbeat the next time we need to move. Although we love this house and don't intend to leave, I would absolutely recommend her to anybody who's looking for a house. My family, my best friends, anyone I care about, I would absolutely trust her to help them and provide the same kind of experience that we had with her. And I couldn't recommend anyone more highly, in that from start to finish, we got exactly what we hoped for, more than we even hoped for. And who knew that we would end up with a lifelong friend out of the whole experience? So I would absolutely trust her to do the right thing for anyone I care about. And I think that, to me, is the best endorsement I could give.